It's open.
Mr. Gilbert, you said you fixed the bathtub, but it's still not working. Are you listening, Mr. Gilbert? Mr. Gilbert! I am paying you rent. You're supposed to fix it, Mr. Gilbert. I expect that drain to be working before I get home from work. Tonight. I want it fixed today, or you're losing your last tenant.
Even the cockroaches are scared to stay in here. I've seen better looking primordial ooze. Oh, you poor little amino acids, squishing through the turbid ooze in search of other like-minded aminos. Finally, they mate and bond together to form the primitive building blocks of life. And infinite randomness leads to the inevitable interlocking of each step in the spiral staircase of the DNA molecule. Seeing the lower forms of life evolve. Well, that takes care of that. Drain.
Leave me alone.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing, just go away.
You're home kind of early, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I got fired, okay? I got fired.
I wouldn't have figured you for a hard drinker.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have figured on being divorced and fired and living in a dump.
I hope this won't affect the rent checks. Hey, now that is coming out of your secure... It's a tough break, kid.
Nance. Right. So you can tell me again how nice Ted was and how I should get back with him. Mary. No. You're very Catholic, I'm very divorced. That'd be a fun chat. Susie. You're more screwed up than I am. You all deserve to be in North Dakota. Mom. When hell freezes. Okay. They don't want us here. We'll go someplace else. Scotland. Northwest to Heathrow. British Air to Edinburgh. Check luggage through to Edinburgh. Total fare, $1,500. Now, what to pack?
You can't hide from me. I hear you up there every night. Hey, stop shaking the ladder. My plug's still tubbed.
I'm off duty.
Oh, steep roof.
Yeah, about 90 proof.
Hey, landlords can't be off duty. You know, neither rain nor sleet nor rain nor... Well, hey, what is that?
It's an astrophysical momentum and emissions detector.
What's it do?
Do not touch. This is a very sophisticated and delicate piece of equipment. Damn malfunctions.
I'm not leaving you alone until you tell me what it does.
Okay, if you promise to go away.
Sure, no problem. Scout's honor.
Yeah. It detects UFOs.
UFOs?
I've seen them. I'm going to prove it. Now what? I've got one.
What?
UFO. There.
Aren't any UFOs, it's just a myth.
Yeah, well, here comes a near myth. Look out!
Whoa. Ow, my hands! Hey, where are you going?
It crashed. investigation notes. The UFO clearly exploded, but I still haven't located any debris or evidence of a crash. I'll continue my search in the northwest quadrant.
What a dream. Oh!
He's dog meat. Calvin, Gilbert, you open this door. I'm kicking it in.
How long did you work as a typist?
9 months. We moved here from I moved here from North Dakota. I'm divorced. I won't need unemployment for too long. I'm probably gonna move when I get enough money. Probably to Chicago or San Diego. Who knows?
Leslie, it'll take us a few days to check your eligibility, and then you can expect your first check in about a week.
Oh, a week? Oh, gee, I don't know if I can hold my landlord off that long. I'm not getting any alimony.
I know, I married a real creep, too. Robbed a grocery store, said it was to pay for the alimony. Yeah, now he's in prison. Well, you know how it is. Look, if you stop by on Thursday, I can probably get your first check early. But remember, you're supposed to be looking for work.
Oh, well, I burned my hands. I can't type
The
right
rules
now.
say you have to look. Did you file for workers' comp?
Oh, no, it happened at home, I think.
There's a large area of vegetation destruction that could have been caused by the crash. Primary evidence. Pay dirt.
Ever have one of those lives? Help wanted.
Hi, Jack.
Gee, you gave me a start.
What are you up to?
Hunting little green men. Some feds have got me and the deputies wasting time looking for UFOs.
UFOs?
Don't you read the papers? Half the town saw one last night.
So, did you find anything?
Nope. And I'll be damned if I intend to. These feds just want to prove us hicks are having nightmares. I say let them prove it and get the heck out of my town. Wouldn't want to turn any poor unsuspecting Martian over to those guys anyway. So, what are you doing out here? Not poaching deer, are you?
Yeah, Jack, with my bare hands. Now I'm just looking around. Needed some fresh air.
Yeah, well, I've had enough fresh air for today. You see any Martians back there?
No.
How about you?
No, sir. Just Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and Elvis.
Terrific. I'm not looking for those guys. I can go home. See you, Cal.
See you, Jack.
Hi, I'm calling about your typist position. Oh, well, I usually do about 90 words a minute, but I had a little accident. How many years of college? Do you mean actual college? 5 years experience? I mean, how much experience does it take to be a janitor? Anybody can clean a room? Look, I'm in a situation here. I need a job. I'll do anything to earn some money. What? Not on your life. How much? Are you nuts?
Bromo acid, castor oil, DNC red dye number 21, butyl stearates, various perfumes and waxes. Cherry blossom jubilee. Object exceeds standard Mohs hardness scale. Even the diamond point doesn't scratch the surface. Now what, Leslie? Coming! Yes?
I'd like a room. Mr. Scumball.
Calvin Gilbert. Most people call me Cal. That's a little joke from one of my tenants. You really want a room? I just happen to have one. Right next door. Here, follow me. And no wasted steps from the bedroom to the kitchen to the dining room. You know, I don't think I caught your name.
Alan.
Alan. Alan.
Alan's fine.
Well, Mr. Fine, the room rents for $250 a month, and there's a $100 security deposit.
I don't have cash.
I'll take a check. Credit card? Job? Inheritance? Precious metals? Why are you wasting my time?
I'm willing to work for the room. Do you have any repairs that you need done?
Only everything. Do you know any plumbing?
Enough.
No thermal reaction to electricity. Yes! Secant, tangent, cosine, sine. You sold your soul. I kept mine. And I found evidence. Hi, I'm Alan. Hey, Leslie!
There's a man in my apartment!
Oh, that's Alan. I thought you'd be out job hunting. Want a beer?
What's he doing in my bathroom?
Well, he's fixing your tub like you wanted. He's my new handyman.
Handyman? Oh, isn't it cute to be a handyman? I mean, a handyman is a fat guy named Earl.
Well, don't believe me. Oh, a little personal advice. Don't let him see you drooling. Play hard to get.
All fixed.
Oh, so it's fixed, huh?
Yes, it drains.
Oh, good. It's good to have someone handy around. I'm Leslie, by the way.
Hello.
So, do you live around here?
In the next apartment, I came today.
Oh. Well, I'll probably be seeing you around then.
Why, is something else wrong with your plumbing?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Good day.
again.
Hi.
Doing laundry?
Well, I was going to, but I can't seem.
Oh, those controls are hard to figure out. Here. What's the size of your load?
Small.
Oh, jeez. I burned my hands the other day somehow.
Are you sure you need these?
Yeah.
Can you feel this?
Feels nice. I mean, it doesn't hurt.
I don't think you need these.
They're healed already.
Sunburns heal fast. You're showing me how to work the
Oh,
machine.
yeah, right. Then, let's see, you put the soap in here. Oh, here, you can borrow some of mine. This is like a TV commercial. And then you push this button over here when you've put your clothes in. Clothes?
Oh, of course.
Don't forget to set the temperature. I'd say hot. Excuse me. Nice touch.
Whoa, this is a good one. Only background levels of radiation.
No metal? Highly compacted?
Professor Davis, over here!
What have you got?
A cylindrical depression that appears to have been made by enormous weight or a high-speed impact.
No radiation? No debris?
It could have been made by the UFO explosion.
I think not. Half a dozen men standing on a bucket could have made the same depression. Hasty conclusion, gentlemen. Our job as scientists is to ferret out UFO hoaxes. Otherwise, the public will begin to doubt even valid research. I suggest we continue searching.
Six men on a bucket?
All right, what have I really proven? I mean, what is it? Where's it from? All right, it's from another planet. I haven't even proven that. The Air Force will just claim it's a military experiment and take it away. And I'm still some nut who sees UFOs. No, I've got to do better than this.
A handyman who breaks things. Figures.
I'll have to have my handyman look at this, I guess.
He broke it.
You remember that rent's due tomorrow?
Just fix the washer. I don't want to wait 6 months to do laundry.
Why change now? Now, there's something jamming it. You sure Ellen did this?
Well, he was just doing it.
I got it!
I'll give it to him.
It's my tenant. It's generating heat.
What do you expect, Donnie? It was washed on hot.
disc doesn't react to electricity. It apparently has a different function. However, it seems clear that Alan is connected with the UFO crash. Perhaps a survivor. I'll focus my investigation on him. Testing. Testing. Good evening. This is the Alien Surveillance Network. No snoring, no tossing and turning, no talking in his sleep. Subject's behavior is definitely not of this earth.
Oh, Mr. Gilbert, I know exactly what you want. And I'm on my way down to the unemployment office right now to get my check. You'll have your rent money before the end of the day.
What? Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Good morning.
Yeah. Morning. Look, I just stopped by to let you know that you've got the day off.
But I only did one repair yesterday.
Yeah, well, I'm not really up to supervising today, so you just do whatever you want. Okay? Just be yourself.
They denied it. I can't do that. I've got bills to pay.
I'm sorry, Leslie, but we can't give you unemployment if you're fired for cause. They have documentation.
Oh, for cause. I was only late a couple days. My rent is due, and I only have $3.
Here's the address of the welfare office. They should be able to get you help by the end of the month.
I can't wait that long.
Do you have anything you could sell?
Pull over there. You're walking over the speed limit. Need a lift?
Alan. Alan. Your mothership's calling. Come on. Do something.
So I make a point of knowing who's new and who's trouble in town. Besides, Calvin's mentioned you.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't on the list of favorite tenants.
Well, Cal's not going to win any awards as a landlord either.
No kidding.
You know, it's not really Cal's fault. He inherited this place from his aunt.
Well, he should have just sold it.
I don't think he had a lot of career options at the time. Besides, his aunt mortgaged it to the hilt. It's not worth anything.
So he joined the ranks of jerk landlords.
I find people are basically good. Usually it's circumstances that are bad. Now, I'll grant you, Cal's mind is someplace else 90% of the time. But I like him.
Well, thanks for the ride.
This isn't working. Surveillance has proved inconclusive. I need first-hand evidence.
Hello? Hi. Who's this? Mom, it's Leslie.
How are you?
Fine. And you?
I'm okay. Well, things are a little tough right now.
I'm not working. It's taking a while to find something.
Well, I'm sure Ted's no help. I told you he didn't have enough ambition to be a breadwinner.
We're divorced. I'm living in Stillwater, Minnesota.
What did you do a fool thing like that for? Now how are you going to get by? Did you get alimony?
I'm doing okay. It's just that I'm a little strapped right now. I had to sell my car. Could you maybe spare me some money?
After I don't hear from you for over a year? Where would I get any spare money? You and I just barely made it with both our checks.
Mom.
And then you had to run off and elope with Ted.
Well, I got just enough money to buy groceries and pay the heat. That's all.
I don't even have grocery money.
Made your bed, young lady.
Mom, I don't have anybody else to turn to.
Yes, you do. And Ted's more likely to forgive you.
I don't know where he is.
Look, Leslie, I don't imagine you can afford long-distance telephone bills right now. Godspeed, Leslie. I can't help you on this one, baby. You're on your own.
St. Thomas. TWA to Miami. Face it. The only way out of here is on foot.
Calvin?
was just coming to see if you thought of any repairs.
No, but you know, I did want to stop by and thank you for all your good work.
All I did was fix a drain. 15 minutes work.
65.
Well, maybe 30 minutes. Anyway, I thought I'd run to town to get some paint for your door if I can borrow your truck.
Oh, sure, no problem. Oh, sorry. Get him okay?
Yeah,
Good.
I'll be back before dark.
Great. Now there's an owner's manual in the glove compartment. That's that little box on the right-hand side. Side opposite the steering wheel. Yeah. Now you use that steering wheel to... Alien killed in truck rollover. Oh.
Sorry. Can we talk?
Probably not without arguing. Oh, well, sure. Sure, come on in.
You've read all these? Law of thermodynamics, laws of the physical universe, law books.
Physical laws. You break those, you get a Nobel Prize. You know, like, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one before.
For every action, a reaction. You've met Alan, right?
Yeah, look, there's a problem with the rent. Here. You'll have to wait for the rest. I didn't get unemployment. That's all they'd give me for my car.
Forget the rent. Work for me.
Work for you? Doing what?
Help me catch an alien.
Alan from a UFO?
Just tell him about yourself. Get him to do the same. For every action, a reaction.
Well, why don't you do it?
Well, men talk differently to women. Just get close to him. He'll tell you his life story.
What do you mean by get close?
No, nothing like that. I just need evidence that he's an alien.
Wait, am I getting this right? You're giving me free rent just to be friendly with Alan?
Yeah.
Look, at the risk of blowing my best job offer this week, I gotta tell you, Alan's as normal as you and me. Well, me anyway. UFOs aren't real. That was in my dream. I don't want you listening in.
I need recorded evidence.
Even if he is an alien, which I don't believe for a minute, I'll tell you when to record. Until then, no eavesdropping or I'm not doing this.
And how am I supposed to know when, unless I'm listening? Telepathy is not my strong suit.
I'll bang on the wall. I'll sing Ave Maria. You're a smart boy. You'll figure it out.
Is that what you're gonna wear?
Why? What's wrong with it?
Oh, nothing. It's just, that won't exactly boil his blood. Will it?
You men. All you ever look at is the wrapper. Sensuous is subtle. It's tossed of hair. It's memorable perfume. It's a lipstick you can't ignore. Cherry blossom jubilee.
Bromo acid, castor oil, and some other stuff.
Think it'll work?
Yes.
Good boy. Don't wait up.
What about the residents around here? Have they seen anything?
Nope.
What about people looking around in the woods?
Well, I've seen a few strangers. A couple of bald guys in orange suits.
Sheriff, may I remind you that you are involved in a federal investigation. Either you'll assist me or your successor will.
This is still my jurisdiction. Well, I've only seen one person in the woods lately. And he didn't even know about the UFO.
Who is he?
I don't think he's going to be able to help you.
Who?
His name's Cal Gilbert. Owns an apartment building.
Does he?
I'm glad you could come to dinner on such short notice.
Oh, my calendar's pretty open.
Oh, I know the feeling. Oh. No, not like that. Here. This way. Why don't you do it?
Now keep a firm grip and tip the point towards the inside.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'll finish up. Here, just make yourself at home. Is it hot in here?
I'm comfortable. So you like to travel?
Oh, I love to travel. But so far I've only been to Fargo, New Richmond, and Stillwater.
Where would you like to travel to?
It is hot in here. Aren't you hot too?
What are you doing?
You know.
What if I don't want to be seduced?
Oh, well, that's okay. I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, my ex-husband, but you don't want to hear about that. Look, I've got to go. My apartment.
See, that wasn't so bad.
I'm really sorry, Alan.
I won't tell anybody. If you explain why.
It's really stupid. Mr. Gilbert, Cal, wants me to get proof that you're an alien. Can you believe that? Oh, I only did it for free rent. You could at least confess to salvage my dignity.
Sure. I am an alien.
Right. And I'm Princess Leia. I'm sorry, Alan.
It's no lie.
Go on. Get out of here. You did heal my hands.
So then they stretched a gravitational field between Dota and its moon, which is geosynchronous. That means it's always over the same spot on the planet.
Well, why did they want to change the planet's gravity?
Too many people and too little land to grow food. The gravitational field pulled in rocks and dust and stray gas molecules that drift in space. It was solid land in a couple generations. Then they bioscaped it with fungus, worked up to larger plants, and today it's got a breathable atmosphere.
People live on it?
Yeah, I grew up in the Greenway. That's what it's called. I still live on a farm there.
Sounds exotic.
Actually, it's really flat, like your home.
North Dakota in orbit? Yuck.
From space, it's quite a sight. A green velvet ribbon tied between two globes. And when we get close, you can see the patterns of the field. It's like a woven tapestry.
Doesn't sound like North Dakota. Only thing I liked about home was the nights. It could have been anywhere. It's black from horizon to horizon, and there are a jillion stars. I used to pick one and pretend I was there looking back at my home.
That sounds like the Greenway. You can see deep into space because it has a thinner atmosphere. And when I was small, my mother used to tell me that it was on the edge of the universe. If you walk too far, you drift off with the stars. She was afraid of the Greenway.
Oh, I want to see it. But if you guys could make a place like the Greenway and fly all the way to Earth, why didn't you just move some of your people to another planet?
Dotans are deeply tied to their home by religion and culture. Our identity is where we were born.
Well, so what are you doing here? I mean, you didn't come all this way just to heal my hands.
That's a tale for another night.
Oh, it is pretty late.
Are you going to tell Calvin about me?
No, I can't trust him. Who knows what he's got planned for you? I mean, he might dissect you or something.
Thank you, Leslie. Good night.
Greenway of Dota. Longest ride I ever hitched. Yeah, I'm blowing this planet.
You can't suck our brains!
Alan, before we start, what color were your parents?
Color?
Were they blue or green? I mean, if I get pregnant, will our child look like a zucchini?
Too weird. Hello?
Are you all right?
Who is this?
It's Cal. I was worried. Look, this was a bad idea. I want you to stop seeing Alan. It's not ethical to put a researcher at risk.
Oh, wait a minute. You promised me free rent until I found out something. Now, he hasn't told me anything yet, but I may...
I've changed my mind. He's from another world that we don't know anything about. We can't trust him. I mean, there's no telling what he's got planned for you. He might dissect you or something.
That's nonsense. Alan's hurt.
We don't know that.
And who made you a doctor of UFOs?
Nobody. I'll never be a doctor of anything.
What's that mean?
Nothing. Now, look, the important thing is that you stop seeing Ellen.
So why aren't you a doctor of something?
Look, if you forget this stupid scheme, I'll give you the free rent for this month.
What happened to your doctor?
All right. All right. A certain Professor Davis and I actually saw a UFO. He didn't want to talk about it. I did. So bye-bye, doctor. That's all. Period.
Well, what would you have been a doctor of?
Astrophysics.
So, motel management was the next logical career.
You just can't let up for a minute, can you?
Not because you say so.
Fine. That's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. It's you, I mean, something about you being smart just makes me want to take you down a notch. So all this is just to prove that you saw a UFO?
Doesn't sound like much when you boil it down, does it?
I'll tell you what. If anything seems funny with Alan, I'll get out. And I'll only see him when you're in the building. But I am seeing him. Besides, he's nice.
Yeah, well, I don't like it.
Quit worrying. He's not really dangerous.
Good night, Leslie.
Good night, Cal.
Okay, pull on it. So, do you have any family around here? You never said.
Not around here. My parents are dead.
That's too bad. I lost mine when I was little. My Aunt Laura raised me up.
So you and I are left to carry on their stories.
That's one way to think of it. Okay, let's take. It's too nice a car to be a customer. Davis. He can't see me. Go tell him I'm gone. Tell him I left town. Tell him I did. Go find out what he wants. Go!
When'll he be back?
He didn't say for certain.
As unreliable as ever, I see. Here's my number at the St. Paul Air Base. Tell him if I don't hear from him, I'll stop back.
He said he'd be back if you don't call.
Hi, guys. What's up?
We just finished. Do you have anything else for me?
No, that was it.
Would you like to walk down to the river?
I don't know.
I haven't seen it yet. You could be my guide.
Well, okay. For a while.
So much water flowing past.
Yes. It's peaceful, isn't it?
Enormous potential. Just slipping by so quietly. Enough water to make a continent bloom.
You like it here, don't you?
How could you not love a place that's so kind to its people? And I'm fond of the residents, too.
Hey, don't go using pickup lines on a girl unless you're planning on taking her home. Okay, confess, you intergalactic playboy, that there's somebody special back home, isn't there?
No. Not really.
Come on, out with it. There was, wasn't there? Give.
Tish and Naomi.
I was hoping for one or less.
They were my partners.
Together? Oh, I don't want to hear about it.
Well, it's necessary in a controlled population. It improves mixing in the gene pool. It's a better chromosome variety in the children. I had two fathers.
Oh, I got a C in biology. Well, what happened to, Tish and what's her name?
Naomi. We split up before I came here. They didn't want me to leave.
Oh. That's too bad.
Actually, our galaxy is much larger than your Milky Way. It's very distant. It's a long journey, even one of our spacecraft.
Speaking of spacecraft, am I leaving with you on this ship?
Bringing back other beings is discouraged. Aliens have trouble fitting in.
Oh, not me. I'm ready for a change.
Okay. When I go, I'll try to arrange it.
What? You told him everything. You're gonna help him escape.
Cal! Stop him! He'll do something drastic!
Come on, Davis, pick up the phone. Yes. Yes, I need to speak with Professor Bennett Davis, please. Now. No, do not put me... Oh, hold. Intergalactic crisis, I'm listening to music. Stay back. This is the Air Force. You better give up while you can.
What are you doing?
Calvin, no one's gonna hurt you.
I said keep your distance.
He's not dangerous.
Oh, I'm supposed to trust you? No, thank you.
Calvin, the truth isn't from another world. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. I can only give you my word I won't harm anyone. I'm here to find my mother's home. She died on Dota, but she was from Earth.
Davis here. Hello. Hello.
We'll talk.
So then some type of signal interfered with the ship's course controls and started to dive toward that signal. And when I tried to pull out, the power supply overheated. You saw it explode. And then the automatic eject threw me clear. I don't have any idea where that signal came from.
We'll probably never know.
You went through all that just to find your mother's home site.
Yeah, I've looked at plat maps, city maps, even sewer maps. There's no mention of a sawmill street where she lived.
Are you sure of the name?
No, not entirely. I haven't heard it since I was young. Mother never liked to talk about her birthplace. It made her sad when she didn't want to be.
Sawmill Street? It's not on the map. They renamed it Kennedy Street when I was a kid. They renamed everything Kennedy when I was a kid. The old people, like my aunt, still called it Sawmill.
Well, according to the street numbers, this is it.
This has been a vacant lot forever. There's something about it I should remember.
My mother was born here in 1889. She left in 1911.
Well, then there must have been a house here in 1911. Well, come on, let's take a look.
Wait a minute. 1911? Your mother's over 100?
My mother never told me much about her time here. She said Doda was her new life and her old life didn't matter.
1911. Something happened in 1911.
Maybe your mother was running from something.
No. No, she had happy memories from here. I think she's afraid that if she talked about it, she'd be sorry she left.
And all she ever told you was that she lived on Sawmills.
Wait a minute. I know why I know this lot. My aunt's favorite grade school teacher lived in the house that was here. She disappeared in 1911. It was a very big deal at the time. God, my aunt still talked about her 70 years later. Miss Addie Wagner. That's it.
Addie Wagner was my mother. Your aunt knew her?
Knew her? She wrote the book on her. Literally. Aunt Laura said that Miss Wagner taught them about the solar system and the stars. She had to make telescopes like Galileo's in class. But she kept hers, too. She gave it to me when I was a kid. You know, her stories got me interested in astronomy. I guess I've got your mom to thank for that. Here it is. Hey, my aunt was sweet, but she read a lot of Jane Austen when she was young. She was convinced her life story would make a great book. Unfortunately, none of the publishers agreed. But there's a couple chapters here on the disappearance of Addie Wagner. The whole town searched for her. Here.
Look into the stars and you look into your very soul, was something Miss Addie Wagner often told us as we sat in her classroom. She said that to me, too. When she was born in 1889, Addie Wagner probably had little realization of the effect she would have on a shy fifth-grade girl many years later. Her concerns seemed to be those of an average Minnesota farm girl at the turn of the century. She wrote in her diary on June 3rd, 1901. On Doda, everyone recites their family story and passes it on to the next generation, except for criminals and drifters, and me. Until now. Calvin, you've given me my history.
But how'd she end up on Doda?
An exploratory team picked her up for psychointelligence screening. It was a mistake. They didn't expect your race to be advanced. But she didn't want to go back, so she was an unexplained disappearance.
Did she get to travel in space?
Just to Doda. She never traveled again. I think she feared space as much as she loved it.
Well, did she like Doda? I mean, was she happy?
Yes. She adopted Dodan ways completely. You'd never know she was from Earth. But she carried Earth with her, and it planted the seeds of cancer. The doctors couldn't control it. She died old by Earth standards. Too young on Doda.
I'm sorry.
But now, I know she left here to follow her dream. Thank you.
Oh, wait. Your mother's death, is that why you broke up with your partners?
Tish and Naomi were afraid I'd be risking cancer too if I came here. And they said I needed to accept her death as a natural occurrence. They didn't understand. I had to know why she chose to live and die in a different world.
You're leaving now, aren't you?
Yes. Soon.
I want to go with you.
Okay. You better pack.
Oh, that's great.
It's open.
There's no reason to stay, is there?
No, I'll signal a ship
How do you do that?
with a distress beacon when I find it.
What's it look like?
It's a disc with symbols on it. I must have dropped it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. You know, as long as you're here, maybe you could answer some astronomy questions for me.
Calvin? I just came to say goodbye. Anybody home?
I really don't know, Calvin. You should ask one of our astronomers. I'm just a farmer who knows how to crash a rented spaceship on the right planet.
How can you travel from galaxy to galaxy and not know anything about it?
You drive.
Yeah?
Do you know how to build a road? Do you know every city on every highway?
Yeah. Good point. Look, Alan. About Leslie. You're planning on taking her with you, aren't you?
If I can. She wants to go.
She doesn't belong on Dota. She's having a little trouble here, and she's running away from it.
Do you think so?
Oh, why else would she go to another planet? I mean, she's not in love with the stars like your mother was.
You like Leslie?
Oh, well, yeah. You know, some.
You'd miss her.
Oh, no. Not much. I mean, well, yeah, I guess I would. But that is not the point. She's not accepting her life here. I mean, how's she supposed to adjust to a totally alien culture? She's from North Dakota, for God's sake. I mean, what about your mother? She really wanted to go. Was it easy for her?
No. During planting season, she was homesick.
It'd be worse for Leslie.
You know, I think you're right. It would be a mistake.
Leave me behind? You liar! I'm not going. Nobody's going. Air Force, get me Professor Davis.
Wish I could get the water to run hot and cold like that.
Biggest discovery of the century.
I'll never get to Paris or Rome or Chicago or to your damn Greenway. And neither will you, Buster. I'll never see your
people again. You'll be all alone in the middle of nowhere. Oh, jeez. Get yourself together. We've got to get you out of here.
What happened?
Calvin, get your butt over here! Pack it! Now!
Hey, you're knocking the plaster
Davis
off.
is coming. He knows about Alan.
How do you know?
I called and told him. We've got to get you out of here.
Called Davis? Why?
Because you're leaving without me, jerk! Now come on, we're wasting time!
Davis!
We gotta hide him or something! Well, what are we gonna do?
Nobody should be under Davis's thumb. Not even for the discovery of the century. Here. Signal your ship.
Cal, somehow I knew you were behind this UFO emergency.
Professor Davis, please, come in.
You must be the one who called.
Leslie, I'd like you to meet Professor Bennett Davis, the man who fired me as his research assistant and washed me out of the PhD program, all because I insisted that scientists who see UFOs, which we did, should report them, which we didn't. Of course, at the time, I didn't know he was on the Air Force's payroll. He's paid quite handsomely never to see UFOs, no matter what the evidence.
I see your imagination is just as lively as ever, Cal.
What was it you said at that astrophysics conference? My research assistant, Calvin Gilbert, will be leaving my employ to chase UFOs? The other schools were too embarrassed to let me into their programs.
Well, where is this proof and this alien that you promised, or is this another one of Calvin's shams?
I'm sorry, Professor, that you were dragged all the way out here. We had a little fight, and she wanted to embarrass me by calling you, and I'm sorry, there's no aliens here.
You've never agreed with me on anything before.
Well, you've never been right before.
I think we'd better look around.
I'd rather you didn't.
Keep that in mind. What's this?
Nothing important.
This from the crush site. I've examined over 200 of these UFO sightings, and there's never been a single shred of convincing physical evidence.
Well, yeah, you're very good at your job.
You've been testing it. What have you found out?
It's debris from the UFO crash.
Could be from any scrapyard. What kinds of tests?
Remarkable. I've never seen anything like that before.
A magician's illusion.
Try it yourself. Now you'll notice there's no heat generated by electricity. And the object is completely pliable.
No! Ellen!
Where will they pick you up?
They'll check the crash site.
Oh, it better be soon.
Bunsen, time is critical. Mr. Burnett, this is no time to consider your own personal safety. Bunsen, the car. Werner, call that sheriff.
Nobody's following.
I know Davis. He doesn't give up.
Alan, I'm sorry about this. I do want you to get home.
Thank you, Leslie.
They could just be keeping their distance.
There's nobody behind us. Look out!
Well, finally. A dangerous weapon. Probably some ninja thing. This wasn't my idea.
I've dealt with Davis before.
Sheriff, please do your job. I'll conduct the interrogation.
They're all yours.
Your UFO debris was quite convincing. But as usual, your research procedures were a little slipshod. I'll be taking this with me for further tests.
That is my discovery. I'm not going to let you bury the evidence.
It's not a question of burying national security, you know. And this person presumably knows more about the UFO debris and this disk. Well, I guess you'll be accompanying me for more tests, too. Let's spend some time together and we'll get to the bottom of this alien business.
Alien? And my Aunt Tilly's the Princess of Mars.
Sheriff, I asked you before not to interfere with this investigation.
Well, while you're testing this dangerous Martian, be sure to check blood alcohol.
What do you know about this man?
Just that he sobers up in my drunk tank at least once a week. The only rocket fuel Alan knows is 50 cents a glass.
He's a bum, a homeless person.
Chronically indigent.
Well, who can keep track?
What's going on here? Come on, out with it.
I'm an alien. A resident alien. I've got the green card to prove it. I was born in Toronto, Ontario.
But you told us that...
Everything you wanted to hear. I needed a place to stay.
You healed my hands.
I just took the bandages off.
It'll never work, Alan. He'll figure it out. The signal disk.
That could be anything. I found that in the woods.
But don't, the Greenway.
Well, it's all out there. All you have to do is open your eyes and see it.
These drifters are some of the smoothest talkers you'll meet. Write up a warning ticket for Calvin. Inattentive driving.
How about too fast for conditions?
Sure. You stirred up enough trouble in my town. I'm going to give this bird a lift to the highway. That is, unless you need him for some tests.
Get him out of my sight.
I'll remember you fondly.
Bug off, schmuck.
A hoax. You've got the ethics of a grad student in this piece of junk you concocted. You remain my biggest disappointment.
And you are mine.
First year I was a deputy up in Mora, I saw a UFO. I was alone on a back road. I saw it hovering over a pond. Looked like 100 Christmas trees. I watched it for half an hour till it flew off. Never reported it. I never forgot it either.
Doesn't really mean anything. Jack was just going easy on you.
Hey, can we get out of here?
He usually goes easy on people when he's in a good mood. He'll probably be in a good mood for a week after pulling that one on the feds.
Pulling what one?
Oh, the story about that Allen guy. What a classic.
Story?
Sure. We never saw him in here but once. Had him in detox beginning of last week. He was totally polluted. Talked gibberish all night before he even sounded like the other drunks. He really didn't talk straight until next afternoon.
Learning English. He was learning.
Yeah, we found him on the road when we were looking for that UFO. Probably drinking Sterno out in the woods. Drive safe.
This is right near the spot where that Davis guy was looking for the scene of the UFO crash. You don't mind me letting you off here?
No. No, this will be fine.
Figured it would be. You know, if somebody came all that way to visit Earth, I'd want them to get a good impression.
I'm sure you'd give the right one, Sheriff.
Want me to hang around?
No, I'll be fine. Thanks for everything.
Well, now I know. I'm still not reporting it.
We're gonna be too late.
It's just around this bend up here.
Why didn't you want me to go?
It didn't seem right for you.
Is that all? Well, come on!
The atmosphere is fine.
I said it would be.
Tish, Neil. Alan.
It was your signal.
We looked for you.
We thought you were killed.
Good ones are always taken.
You didn't happen to bring a camera, did you?
unfinished business. I was afraid for my life, but that doesn't excuse lying to the friends who gave me back my heritage.
You were telling the truth.
All but what I told Professor Davis. I don't want you to think that lying is acceptable in my world.
Hey, I probably would have done worse.
Calvin, I owe you my deepest gratitude. You carried my mother's memory through time until I could reclaim it. I can't possibly repay that.
You know what? Buzzing the St. Paul Air Base a couple times for me.
I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, you might enjoy trying to figure this out.
What is it?
That's for you to discover.
I should be mad at you.
My mother left Earth to realize a dream. She missed home, but she found a world of stars and space that was her heartfelt longing. I want you to follow your dream. If that's on my world, I'll take you there.
I'd just be trading old problems for new ones. You found your mother. I need to find mine again. Besides, it's time to make the most of what I've got here.
I'll remember you both when I tell my family story.
Yeah, well, I'll remember you when I think about that Nobel Prize I gave up.
Safe travels.
They're gone.
You didn't get your proof.
Yeah, I did. Nobody believed me, but I got it. Did you see it?
Definitely.
That's good enough. I guess.
You want to go get some coffee?
Are you buying or brewing?
Buying.
Yeah, that's safe.
Just for that, you're buying.
Yeah, you're broke anyway.
No, no evidence at all. The UFO sighting was caused by swamp gas or mass hysteria, I expect. After 30 years of investigating, we at the Air Force have proven beyond a reasonable doubt that UFOs do not exist.
Next question.
If you keep sitting here, your life's gonna pass you by. Pass you by. Reach for a star, catch your heart. Suddenly you trip on the Milky Way. Reach for a star.